Well, this morning I went out on a little run and I decided to quit early. And that's something that I actually really like to do because it feels good. It feels good to quit early. Your body feels better, you get rest, you stop hurting, you stop sweating. It actually feels really good to quit. Now, I'm joking when I say I actually enjoy quitting. There's some truth to that. But the flip side of that is, the more you allow yourself to quit, the more you allow yourself to be undisciplined, the easier it becomes to quit, the easier it becomes to be undisciplined. The more you make excuses, like when I run, I've set out to run 5 miles, let's say, and I get to mile 2 and I think, well, maybe if I just make it to mile 3 in such and such time, then maybe if I just push myself hard this next mile, it gives me permission to quit. We're making excuses. We're ending the race early. And when you do that, you practice that, it just makes it easier and easier to make excuses. Now, the same is true in a spiritual perspective. The more and more we make excuses, the more and more we cut our race short, the more and more we make exception and take shortcuts, the easier it becomes to rationalize that and to do that. So all of a sudden we're cutting corners relationally, we're cutting corners with immorality, we're cutting corners with our relationship with God and others. When you stop things early and you quit and you end the race early, you don't end up where you want to be. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, Paul wrote this: "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore do not run like someone running aimlessly." We're not to run aimlessly, we're to run with a purpose. What is that purpose? That's defined in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Where the Hebrew writer says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses," that he defined in chapter 11, "let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us." And here's what we do: fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer of our faith. Don't run aimlessly. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Run with discipline. Don't stop early. Carry on and continue. Run to win the prize. There are going to be distractions. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be mental games that tell you to quit. There are going to be people who try to cut in on you and get in your way to obstruct you from getting to where you're trying to go. Paul talks about that in Galatians 5. He says, "You are running a good race. Who is it who cut in on you to keep you from obeying the truth?" There are deceivers, people who will try to get in your way to prevent you from succeeding in what it is you're setting out to do. He goes on to say that kind of persuasion, this person cutting in on you to keep you from getting where you're trying to go, that kind of persuasion does not come from the one who calls you. When you fix your eyes on Jesus and you're running with intentionality, with focus, with fixed determination, and there are obstacles, mental obstacles, relational obstacles, people who are trying to get in your way, who cut in on you, that does not come from God, who called you to this race to end up at that destination, at that goal with Him. We all have a race set before us. Don't stop early. Run with discipline. Fix focus on Jesus. And the way that we do that is through prayer and study. We have to maintain time in the Word. We have to maintain time in prayer, be connected with God, to have a conversation with God, and God will show us what to do. We pray and ask God for wisdom. We pray and ask God for direction, for discernment, and God will show us what to do. We're going to have to listen for God through His Word and through prayer, and we're going to have to trust and follow along with what it is that we believe God is leading us to do. And when we do that, we will be running this race that's marked before us. There was a really big marathon that happened a few weeks ago, and the lead runner actually took a wrong turn, and they had to get some people to guide him back to the right place. Now, fortunately for him, he was far enough ahead that it didn't matter, that he still won the race by a significant margin. He was fortunate enough that he had run with enough discipline and had enough strict training, like Paul talks about in 1 Corinthians 9, that he was able to be so far ahead that even a wrong turn didn't disqualify him from winning the race and attaining the prize that he had set out to win. Maybe you're distracted, maybe your focus is going all kinds of different directions, and I want you to fix your eyes on Jesus. I'm trying to fix my eyes on Jesus so that we can end up where we truly desire to be, and that's with God and with His people. God bless you. I really appreciate you watching. Hit that thumbs up. If that's all you do, I really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers, so we'll catch you again soon. Take care.